Welcome to episode number 11 of the Mastering Marriage podcast, where our goal is to strengthen, unite, and restore your marriage. Hi everybody, my name is Amanda Taylor. And together with my husband David, we are the co-founders of MendOurMarriage.com. And our goal is to break the back of divorce by bringing married couples together to be accountable, keep the passion alive, and expose the hidden issues that try to rip marriages apart. And we are back in the booth with another listener's question. Here again with myself, Amanda Taylor, and of course my handsome co-host and husband, David Taylor.
That be me, y'all. We're back.
Hey.
We're on episode number 11, guys. So thank you and welcome.
Welcome.
We got another listener submitted question today. This one we're going to be reading. But we would like to first, before we get into that, thank you guys for your support.
You guys are awesome.
You're awesome. Thank you for all the shares. Thank you for all the likes. Thank you for all of the reviews and the ratings that we're receiving. And I would like to read another review that we got on iTunes. I actually might do two today. I don't know. Let me see. All right, here's one from Mrs. H330. Okay, your name is Mrs. H330. You say, love these podcasts. The hosts give practical marital advice to difficult questions. I can't wait until the next episode. Thank you, Miss Miss H330. Somebody hiding their name. And let me read another one. This one is from Sean, who I guess is the doctor of love. He says, keep up the great work. I stumbled across the podcast in the marriage section of iTunes. And when I seen the topics, I had to listen. Not only are the topics powerful, but the hosts are excellent as well. Sean.
Thank you, Sean.
AKA Dr. Love. We appreciate you.
Thank you both.
We appreciate you. We might have to hire you on. If you the doctor of love, we got to get you on the show. We got to see your credentials. No, let me stop. But anyway, thank you again for those guys. And I'm reading them because I want you to know that your support matters to us. What you say and what you do matters. And we really appreciate it. Mend Our Marriage is growing. We are transitioning into some other areas, and we would like to make sure that you guys are along for the ride.
Exactly.
We're going to be having a sponsor soon for the show, so that's going to be really good and exciting to talk about. We got an ebook that's coming out that we're going to be dropping nuggets on in a minute.
Events coming up, date nights.
Yeah, talk about the event that's coming up in October.
Okay, well, the October event is going to be Spouse U and Fitness class event. Mm-hmm. So that will be October 18th in Orlando.
Yes.
Comfort Inn Suites,
yes.
Universal Studios.
Yes, get it crunk. And we got 2 sessions, a morning and an afternoon, or I guess evening session.
Yes.
So you guys can pick your choice, and we want to see you guys there.
Yes.
And if you're a member, you get 50% off.
You sure do.
And that's what's up. So if you haven't checked out our membership section of the site, you need to be on there checking it out, right? www.mendourmarriage.com/membership. And check it out. You find something that fits you and your spouse.
That's right.
If you ain't subscribing to just the $10 one for just the couples fitness, go on and do the advanced where you get to do the coaching calls with me and Blair. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. If not...
That's me, by the way.
But anyway, check it out. I don't want to get too much into that because this show is all about you, the listener, and your questions. So... today, we have a question, and hey, Mandy, you want to read it for me?
Sure.
Okay.
Hi, my question is, I married my husband last year, and I cheated on him, and now he's currently cheating on me. We don't live together. We have filed for divorce twice and didn't do it the first time, and we have a court date for the second time. I'm scared. I want to remain married and work things out with my husband. What should I do?
Wow. Okay, so this is some heavy stuff.
Yes, it is.
And this is some heavy stuff, y'all. And this is why we do what we do. Because marriage, there's a lot of marriages that are failing. There's a lot of people that are struggling.
A lot of people hurting.
And they're hurting. And so this is why we do what we do. So let's talk about this, baby. Let's see what we can do. This is some heavy stuff.
You said that like 4 times.
Because it's heavy, man.
It is.
Okay, so let me just bring this in perspective for you guys that are listening. They ain't even been married. We know the date. We just didn't say the date. But we know the date that they got married. They ain't even been married a full year, y'all. Both of them have been, have cheated on each other.
Yes.
And they've already filed for divorce twice.
And they haven't been married a whole year yet.
Not even okay, so let's talk about some stuff. Let's just dive in, and maybe I'll take a point, you take a point, something like this. Because so let me start by saying this: both of you really have to be educated on the value of marriage. I mean, marriage is serious. When marriage fails, community fails. Mm-hmm. When community fails, society fails. Mm-hmm. And then all of a sudden we have an issue. We have an issue with drugs, with crime, with marriage being redefined as just two human beings. I mean, you ain't got to, I don't even trying to get into that, but come on now. Marriage is something serious, and it has to be taken serious. I often say it this way, you have to be tested to get a driver's license.
Right.
But you are not tested to get a marriage license.
No, you're not.
Because not everybody that's married need to be married. I'm sorry. I'm just going to be real. Mm-hmm. Some of y'all that's married, go ahead, baby. Help me out. Go on and say something, because I might get on my soapbox and you might not get me down.
I mean, I think what David is saying is,
Pray for me, y'all. Y'all need to pray for me, okay?
When he says not everybody is supposed to be married, that means that, maybe you're not in a position right now that you're supposed to be married. Mm-hmm. And you do need to make sure that you are ready as an individual. You're healed from your past. Yeah. You understand the concept of marriage and the concept of love, which means I'm giving, give. Yeah. And that's what it's about. It's not about me. It's about the other person. And you need two people that are thinking like that.
Well,
and just...
go ahead. No, go ahead.
No, I was just saying, and just think about it. The first year of your marriage is the most vital, and in that time where you need to build the foundation.
That's when your marriage is the most fragile.
Exactly. So if within the first year, both the wife and the husband have cheated on the other person,
filed for divorce twice.
Yes, those are huge red flags. That means that there has to be some serious intervention that has to take place. Yeah. This is not something apparently that you all can do on your own. Exactly. If you want to salvage the marriage, both of you have to agree, and you need to go get wise counseling.
Yeah, and these situations often happen, baby, when two people are enamored with the idea of marriage, but they don't plan for the marriage.
Right.
They may be boyfriend and girlfriend, and she's...
And the natural next step may be
because she's secretly waiting for him to propose. He pops the question because they already been dating for a couple years, and they probably have a kid or two. And then all of a sudden...
Or maybe not.
Or maybe not, but I'm just saying, this is typically the situation. Yeah. They're together already dating, and they're probably living like they're married, and she wants to be married. She wants that title. Mm-hmm. And then he pops the question, but they don't educate themselves on the value of marriage and the importance of marriage.
Or have healthy... examples of
and they don't surround themselves with that accountability.
And they don't even know or think to do that.
Yeah. Filing for divorce twice and both spouses cheated on each other tells us that you aren't really prepared to be married.
Exactly.
And I think that's a fair assessment and a fair statement. It's no disrespect to the fact that you guys got married. However, sometimes it's okay to be honest with the fact that maybe we got into this a little bit too early, too premature. Mm-hmm. So now that you can't go backwards, well, actually you can. You guys already tried to go backwards twice and file for divorce twice. Mm-hmm. You got a court date set this time. So look, we're all about saving marriages, okay? We're all about saving marriages, and we both believe that any marriage can be saved. Mm-hmm. But in order to do so, check this out. You have to really be serious about growing together.
That's right. And it's not an easy process. Yeah. It's going to be a process of pain. Like literally, you have to die.
Yes.
Okay, when we say that, we mean die to yourself.
Yes.
And now we're not saying become a robot or losing your identity. Yeah. But again, going back to what I said before, the definition of love and the foundation of marriage is love. Yeah. The definition of love is to give. Yeah. And if you're not in a place, if you're in a place where, you give to get, then you have totally missed the concept of being married.
Yeah.
So if you give to get and you're not getting,
Yeah.
then you're going to go out and get something else because you're not getting.
That's good. You got to go get it.
Okay.
Going to get it. But and okay, so it may seem like I'm frustrated and flustered with this. And you know what? Rightfully so I am. Because I believe that this is why marriage gets so watered down. This is why marriage gets a bad rap. Mm-hmm. Because people get married and they aren't properly trained to stay married, and they don't have the right mentality about marriage, and so they get into marriage and they're playing house. And you can't play house. You can't. In order for this to work, you have to be serious. We don't espouse divorce, right? But in the same vein, like I said, you just cannot play house.
And again, like
and expect
we said,
things to fall in place.
Like we said, I mean, we do believe that any marriage can be saved. So again, if you really want your marriage and you all have not gone through with the divorce yet, then you and your husband are going to have to commit to being, you're going to have to commit to counseling, to getting some type of wise counsel, to connecting with some other healthy marriages on a weekly, regular basis.
Yeah, and no, let me go further step and say it has to start now, today,
right now,
this very second that you're listening to our voice. Change has to start now. Mm-hmm. We're not gonna put it off until next week, tomorrow. Mm-hmm. That decision has to be made today that we're gonna stay in this marriage. Mm-hmm. You have to take divorce out of the equation, or it will always be part of the equation. Right. But it starts now. And so I'm going to just give you really 5 really point blank things that you need to do. And when I say need, I really mean this is what you need to do. No more infidelity.
No more.
That's number 1. Mm-hmm. Number 2, no more giving in when it gets hard. Mm-hmm. Okay?
That's expect it to be hard.
Expect it to be hard. And you're going to have to work for it. Number 3 is more education for your marriage. Mm-hmm. Educate yourself. Reading. Watching
videos on YouTube.
Listening to podcasts.
Going to church. And if you have a group for marrieds.
Becoming a member of something maybe if you need that. I'm just saying. Yeah. You have to educate yourself about marriage.
Right. And we will definitely be here to support you.
We're there. We're here. Yes. Number 5 is this. Number 4 is this. More accountability for your marriage.
Yes, and that's like what I already spoke to. Yeah. You need to connect with other healthy married couples, even if they're older. Yeah. You need to commit to connecting with them, especially at this point on a weekly basis, so that you're accountable and they can ask you probing deep questions about what's going on in your marriage.
Yeah, and then the last thing is this. Y'all need more love. Mm-hmm. And not more sex, not more of the mushy feelings of love. Mm-hmm. You need more of the conscious act and decision of love.
Yes.
The attitude of love, which is servanthood and giving. That's what you need more of.
Because love is an action.
It's an action. It's not an emotion.
Yes.
Hear me again. Love is not an emotion. Mm-hmm. It elicits an emotion, but it's not an emotion. It's a way of being. It's a mindset.
Yes.
And here's, I'll go even deeper. Love is a person, and his name is Jesus. Mm-hmm. And so if you are struggling with loving your spouse the correct way, learn love. Mm-hmm. Learn love. Literally go and study love.
That's right.
And use those attributes in your marriage. That's the only way it's going to work. Mm-hmm. Without love, without him, without God in it, it's just not going to work.
Exactly.
Not going to work. And I may be a little bit more forceful with my response to this because you guys got to get it. Either you stay married or you get a divorce. Mm-hmm. There's no other option.
Right.
And right now it seems like you guys are teetering on getting a divorce, but you really want to fix your marriage. So make that conscious decision today. And then you got to get to work.
That's right.
Point blank, period. Got it? Good? All right, so guys, keep your questions coming. I promise we won't be harsh on everybody, but some people need to kind of get kicked a little bit in the rear end. We appreciate your support. We appreciate your time.
You.
Yes. Keep the questions coming, y'all. Matter of fact, I think we just got one like 5 minutes ago while we were doing this. But keep the questions coming. And, guys, we appreciate it. Until next time. Lastly, subscribe. Mm-hmm. Join, any of the things that we have available. Read our blog posts. Mm-hmm. Listen to our podcast.
iTunes,
Stitcher Radio. We got you. Okay? Mm-hmm. And hey, if you're in the Orlando area, we need to see you on the 18th.
18th,
baby. We done, y'all.
All right.
Deuces.
Deuces.
Deuces.